What is the Tampa Bay market doing right now in the spring of 2023? Well, I'll tell you. So here you see we have our March 2023 statistics. Again, we are partially into April, so these things do come out a little late. They obviously have to pull everything from March, make sure all the info is in, all that good stuff, and then calculate everything. So we are a little bit into April, and we are now seeing March statistics. But these are looking promising, at least I believe so. So you see here where it says active listings. Well, let me start again by just reiterating that this is statistics for most of Central Florida, which is the area that Stellar MLS, our MLS, covers. So this is a very, very broad look at everything. So again, we go back to the active listings. In March of 2023, we had 37,372 listings, or active listings. And then the month before, we had 37,690 in February of 2023. So we've gone down a little bit, but not to fret, because when we go and look at the next column here, it says new listings in March of 2023. We had 20,422, which is up from the 17,293 that we had in February. So the new listings are coming up. Now, pending sales as well are up from February. You see the 22,236 in March of 2023 as compared to the 20,040 in February 2023. And that is, again, pending sales. So again, things are really picking up. Listings sold also are up, actually, from February to March of 2023, from 12,000 to 17,000. That's up 37%, which is actually quite a very large jump, really. So I think that's a really, really good sign. I don't think we're really worrying too much still about much more of a decline or anything like that, especially because when we look at the next row here, for the ADOM right there on the bottom, it says of March 2023, we had 50. And that is average days on market for homes. Obviously, we are still seeing ones snatched up pretty quickly, but others staying on the market. So it's a very, very mixed bag. It's a very interesting and intricate kind of thing right now. Again, it hasn't changed actually from February of 2023. So nothing is taking longer or anything like that. It's just, again, staying the same. Now, our total sales volume for March of 2023 is 7.5 billion, and that's up 39% from February of 2023, which was 5.4 billion, which is a huge amount, really. Again, this is over most of the central part of Florida. So, I mean, again, those numbers are very broad, but it does give us a really good look into what things are looking like here in the state of Florida. Now, you see here as well, if we move along to the average sales price in March of 2023, we have $440,080, which is up 2% from February of 2023, which was $433,196, which was barely any change from the previous 2 months, which is a very interesting thing. It kind of was very, very steady and has gone up just a tiny little bit. I mean, this is very telling of a normal spring market. You know, we do usually here in the Tampa area see things kind of tick up as spring comes along and people are getting ready for, you know, summer moves and things along those lines. So this is very telling, and it's not, I don't feel like, at least a cause of concern for any kind of decline or pop, as I have heard people mention, like they expect this bubble to pop again. I just am not seeing that from all of our statistics. Like, things, again, are staying pretty level again. Now, for our last little section here, it mentions months of inventory. And we actually have gone down when it comes to February to March. In February of 2023, we had 3 months of inventory. But now for March of 2023, we have about 2 months of inventory, which means there still is just not quite enough inventory for a lot of buyers that are out on the market right now. So if you do have a home to sell and are just kind of even just thinking about it, you know, it may be a good time to just have a conversation with an agent and just see what that might look like for you guys. Now, again, because we're seeing these average days on market being a little bit longer and everything, if you had a timeline or something along those lines, now is really the time to talk to them, make a plan, and really get, you know, an idea of what you're looking at. By the way, I am, again, an agent right here in the Tampa Bay area, and I would love to chat with you about selling your home in the Tampa area. Or if you are a buyer as well, I would love to chat with you and see what your goals are and see what we can find for you. So next, we go over to Matrix. This is Stellar MLS, where all of our info comes from. Now I will show you here. We are in Florida, but we have now gotten even more specific to Hillsborough County, right here where Tampa is. And we are looking at just May 2022 to April 2023. And we are looking at the sold price to list price ratios, which I think is a really, really good way to tell, you know, whether we might be in a decline or not. So as many people may know, this time last year, we were really, really, you know, pretty crazy, truthfully. We had the closed price to list price ratios of 101.4 in May of 2022, you know, 100% all the way until August. And then in September, just after those interest rates were jumped up like they were, we do see that decline to 99.1%. But still, as I've mentioned many times before, your sold price to list price ratio isn't crazy off or anything. It's only a little bit lower. So it's not really showing any kind of decline. I mean, it is a slow decline, but because things are still in a lower inventory type of area in the market and everything, we are still seeing just different interesting situations. Now you do see here, we had actually the 98.5% in February, and then the 98.7% in March. Well, and then April, you do see those numbers, but do take those with a grain of salt because we are still only in the middle of April, so those numbers may change drastically. But again, we were just talking about March. So March, it went up actually a little bit from February and January actually. So that's a good sign. Again, you know, it's really just telling of, you know, us having our spring market kind of jump again and everything. Again, it's not a huge jump, you know, to things like we saw last year this time, but it does make it easier for a lot of buyers. And it does make it a little easier for a lot of sellers as well. You know, having a little more flexibility on selling their home if they've got contingencies or, you know, just have to get all their stuff together before moving or whatever the case may be and everything. It makes it a whole lot easier on a lot of people when it comes to this stuff. Now, again, like I said, I'm a Tampa area native and real estate agent, and I would love to have a chat with you about what your plans are with either selling or buying a new home. You can schedule a chat with me at one of the links down below, and I'll talk to you soon. And if you're interested in even more things about the Tampa Bay area, make sure to subscribe to my channel here or check out one of these two playlists.